What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Vikings. Season 5, episode 13. This one is called A New God. Okay.
I mean, that could be like, is Ivar going to be the new god with that whole speech that Freitas gave? Is it going to be Floki? Like finding a new god?
It feels like a lot of people are dealing with their kind of religious belief currently.
Or Ubbe, like, renouncing his gods.
He would have a new god if he got baptized. That was a really interesting interaction, by the way, between Ubbe and Alfred. Just because of the previous folks that were there discussing things before them.
Yeah.
And now son of Ragnar and the son of Athelstan, like so many connections between those two, and now they're there having the conversations, trying to make peace and make things work. And Alfred offered up baptism to Ubbe, just like, you know, I mean, Ragnar did the same thing. So I think he's gonna do it.
Okay, but is this gonna happen like Ragnar? And Ragnar's like, nah, just kidding.
But does it matter? Like, if in their own eyes that it's not real, is it real? No.
I mean,
if you're as long as you're presenting yourself the way they want you to be presented, I think it's fine. I think if you have the conversation with Bjorn, who will not be okay with this, just be like, dude, we're doing this for the greater good of our people.
I mean, but we all know how that went with Rollo.
Right. I mean,
Rollo's a different story.
Yeah. I mean,
damn it, Rollo.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. I think he's going to end up doing it one way or another because it really does make the most sense in terms of them getting what they need.
I guess.
So we'll see there. But what the hell's going to happen with Heahmund? Like, he murdered the dude who took his place on the altar of the church.
Cuthred.
Like, how do you come back from something like that?
I mean, again, like we said before, like, you know, they were all against Alfred.
Yeah, they were plotting to murder him.
They were against the king, so he had to go.
Right. I mean, but still, even under those circumstances, murdering a bishop on
that's probably a no-no.
On the altar is a really big problem in the church.
That's a no-no.
Man, that situation.
Your tote's going to hell now.
Well, I mean, he sins a lot.
A lot.
So yeah. I mean, he's got to go run himself through that garden of thorns again. Go poke himself instead of poking someone else. We're on one. On one.
Yes.
But that whole situation is crazy. I'm really actually curious to see what side because I could totally see him like being Mr. like persuasive dude, being like, he had this plot to kill the king. I was defending myself. He had a knife. Like, if you go look at his body, like, he had a knife on him, too. Like, I was just doing my thing, except using, like, his Batman voice.
Oh, we were just talking.
Yeah.
I know, he does it. I always want to keep saying that, but I feel like it's rude if I say that. Like, what's with the Batman voice?
Like, that's just how he talks. It's like, he's like a loud, intense, quiet guy. Like...
You're the loudest, quietest guy I've ever heard.
It's just intense. Like, every time he speaks, it's just like, yeah. Like, whoa, dude. I am Batman.
I am Bishop.
But yeah, he would totally be a good Batman. And but again, that whole situation is interesting because I want to see how it plays out because Aethelred is clearly like the one pulling the strings in that situation.
I feel like he is.
So he's close to Alfred and he's in touch with the situation and all the people kind of support him because of he's the one most resembles Aethelwolf and everyone loved Aethelwolf. So I just want to see how it plays out because it seems like it feels like it can go multiple directions. It just seems really interesting. Another situation that can go multiple directions is this whole thing with Ivar. Like, It looks like that he's going to get...
How do you explain this?
Well, it sounds like he's going to get fine hair away from him because he's concerned with him hanging around. He's like, you're only sitting around hanging out here because you're going to kill me and take over and become King of Kattegat because he wants to rule everything. Mm-hmm. But he got word that there's a bunch of raids going on and he wants to join the party in England, and so he's going to leave.
That seems like just a excuse, a convenient excuse.
Maybe. But, when you've had your wife and child and brother murdered all in the same day, you probably want to get away and go raid and hang out with some of your Viking bros.
Kill some folks.
That's probably what you want to do. So,
but also, question. Do they just, not talk about how babies are made?
I mean, I don't think it's ever questioned. And, I mean, they don't, the time in this show is, you can't acknowledge it. It's completely ignored. We don't know if it's 6 months from the moment that someone has sex and then they announce that they have a kid. I don't, you can't really.
It doesn't take that long.
You can't really, but for them to know that quickly, I
feel like they were way more in tune with their bodies.
Yeah, but you just got to ignore the timelines of this stuff. It's just not.
How many days has it been since you missed your period?
I've learned long time ago that whatever happens in the show is just just accept the time jump.
Yeah.
And whatever happens from shot to shot is it is what it is. It's just their way of telling the story.
But if he couldn't.
Well, that's the tricky part. It goes back the same way that the same conversation we had with Fine Hair. It's wait, did they actually have sex?
Consummate that marriage?
Right, because it felt like that they never did. But Ivar is clearly going to be wait, we didn't have sex? What the hell?
Well, I mean, you could without... There's no baby batter. I don't understand. If you can't, how do you...
We're not gonna examine this on this video.
I'm gonna need
it's very simple.
To tell me.
It's quite simple. He knows that there was no way that he could have pulled that off, and it's going to be one of those situations where Ivar might be in love.
So he just thinks that because the whole speech, I'm a god and this and that, that it could have just happened?
I think it's just going to take him a minute longer to figure out that he's being punked.
Okay.
I think he's going to figure it out. I think he's going to figure it out quick. I don't think he's going to buy it. He might buy it, quick. But, in the whole dream sequence thing is throwing me off. Even though that was a dream, I guess he's going to use that as, proof because, they have these moments. But I guess that's also why, what's her name is dead now.
Marguerite.
Yeah, because he dreamt it.
Mad Marguerite.
So, yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. I don't feel like Ivar is completely going to, take the bait on this. Initially, clearly he will. But he's been really smart about this kind of stuff, I feel like. Well, this situation's never really played out before for him. But, he's been really smart about other things.
Something.
Or he's just so in love that he's just going to accept the fact that he has a wife and that she's wants to be his queen and
have his children.
Yeah. So, I don't know where that's going to go. I just get the vibe that, he's always been kind of ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't see him fully falling for this. I feel like something will catch on at some point.
Okay.
We'll see. But regardless, I think the situation's interesting.
It is.
I mean, if you can't have, it just goes back to being able to do it. We know he can't do it. And he knows he can't do it. So...
I'm getting the idea that maybe he was able to...
Because she darted out of there quick and just went to the first dude that she could find. So, I don't know what exactly happened. But again, I'm not a doctor. I never played one on YouTube. So... we'll see. Very interesting. And then the whole stuff with Floki, that whole situation sounds I feel really bad for Floki.
I do too.
He brought all these people here with what feels like really positive intentions, and he thought he was seeing things, and now he's questioning whether he saw that or if he really is just mad, just crazy Floki.
I know, they really need to throw him a bone here.
Just give him something. Give him some kind of sign, do something. But when he was there by himself, he was dealing with some shit. He was hungry. He was probably super, he was thirsty. He was there by himself we don't know if, like, how his hand healed or whatever, but, like...
Or if it was even actually ever cut.
Right. Like, he could have been hallucinating and tripping from the journey and from the sun, the weather, the not eating, being thirsty. Like, all of that combined, like, the lack of sleep, like, who knows what the hell that dude could have seen. So, yeah, there's a whole lot playing out. You ready to jump into this episode?
Yes.
Let's go.
King Alfred! I would think of you when you're... I left some good men in charge there.
I will be glad to meet them.
I still consider it part of my new kingdom.
It is a good thing that I'm leaving.
Yes, I agree. I think it is a good thing.
But don't worry. With my ships filled with treasure and slaves, I will come back. Skål.
This passive-aggressive stuff is just ridiculous.
What's the matter with you, huh? Little brother?
I am not your little brother. And you know exactly what's wrong with me. Margaret is dead.
I know.
Of course you know! You ordered the killing!
Why would I do that?
Because she knew that you could never get a woman pregnant.
Oh, shit.
But that is not quite true.
I am with child.
She is with my child.
Uh-huh.
And in any case, she was a crazy woman.
I liked her. She was right about you from the very beginning, Ivar.
Be very careful what you say
He's gonna
about
fucking
me.
kill him.
Why? Will you kill me next?
Why don't you go back to England with King Harald then?
I belong here with you, Ivar. I chose your side. You're stuck with me.
Maybe he should go with fine hair, to be honest. Oh.
He probably should.
Cuthred is dead, murdered.
Murdered? By who?
By Lord Heahmund in the cathedral.
Where is Heahmund now?
With a
Here,
candlestick.
in the chapel.
Clue? Anyone?
I killed Cuthred because he and the other bishops, clergy, and several of your leading aldermen formed a conspiracy to overthrow you and then to assassinate you. I felt I had no choice but act to save both your crown and your life.
Did he tell you who else was involved in the conspiracy?
No.
Ethelred, right there. No.
Heahmund has possibly shown himself to be my greatest supporter.
This is true.
I have to say, brother, that I'm amazed and outraged that you would even consider giving shelter, let alone preferment, to a self-acknowledged murderer. Heahmund shall be punished for his heinous crime.
That is not your decision, brother. For I am king and I alone can make that determination.
Uh-oh. See?
It's pretty clear.
Slightly.
You have laid upon me such a burden. I'm not sure your choice was wise, after all. They whisper that I am weak, and I fear they are right. Grandfather, give me strength.
King Alfred is in trouble. There are those here who want to overthrow him. They think he is weak. They don't like the fact that he allows us to live here.
But Bishop Heahmund said he'd protect us.
He is imprisoned for murder and incapable of protecting anyone.
Especially since Bjorn slept with this chick.
The king has asked us to be baptized in the Christian faith. That way he can appease his enemies. He will no longer be supporting and harboring pagans, but we will be fellow Christians.
You tell him that there was no way that you would renounce our gods?
Did you?
Our father is in Valhalla. He's sitting beside the All-Father. He's sitting across from Thor. They are drinking together and they are happy together. Are you telling me that you don't believe it? What are you saying, Ubbe?
Our father stopped believing it.
Oh, did King Alfred tell you that too?
And you actually believed him?
Sometimes I wonder if you're Ragnar's son at all.
Bjorn is very animated. I do like that. What is happening right now? I know.
She's gonna kill him.
Yeah. You can't be alive anymore because I have your baby. You can't be telling anyone. Ooh, she crazy. Oh. She means business.
I don't think Ivar can trust her.
Or she's just as crazy as Ivar and they're perfect for each other.
I have risen from the dead, just as Odin did. I died, then I was reborn here on this island. Among the gods.
But I don't care about myself. I care about all of you. I want you to live together peacefully. The days ahead will be hard. And our real hope lies with the child that Shetil's daughter Thorun carries in her belly.
Why does he look so clean?
So now I beg of you all one last time to please spare your access.
I like this little meeting.
Loki is right. Let us drink to the new child.
To the birth of a new child.
Skull!
Surprise! It's all poison. No, I'm joking. That should not be poison, right? That's not poison. Right? It just looked weird when they were just like, yeah, let's drink it all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I've decided to restore His Grace Bishop Heahmund to the bishopric of Sherborne. The murder of Lord Cuthred must forever be upon his conscience, and he must defend himself before God. We cannot, and I will not do without the services of the man who is our sword, the greatest warrior for Christ in this kingdom. I wish also to announce my marriage to Princess Elswith of Northumbria.
That's one way.
There is one final matter. Ubbe, the son of Ragnar Lothbrok, and his wife Torvi have agreed to be baptized into our Christian faith.
Gosh darn.
I ask all of you, in God's name, to recognize and celebrate this conversion. It marks the beginning of something important. Without the help of these people, who were once our enemies, Wessex cannot and will not survive.
No one listens. This is frustrating.
They're set in certain ways and they're very hard to please.
Never have appointed a murderer to such a high position in our holy church.
We must support him, must we not?
He's my brother. Of course I support him.
At least his marriage is arranged and settled. Now is the time to arrange yours.
I've already chosen my bride.
Who?
May I know her name?
Ethelfled. She's Catherine's daughter.
I think that shows a clear alliance.
Yeah. Is this really gonna happen?
Before being received into God's holy church, you must renounce your former errors.
I renounce my belief in Odin and all other pagan gods.
With my breath, I do exorcise these evil spirits which inhabit you. In nomine Patri, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti.
Easy, Bjorn.
Ooh, and he spits.
King Harald Finehair, welcome to York. I am Jarl Olafsson. Ivar the Bonless left me in charge here.
I'm happy to meet you, Jarl Olafsson, but don't expect to be in charge here for much longer.
All right.
I don't feel any different.
We now have to wear these crosses, though.
I hate it when they take those off.
Now I do feel different.
To you, Alfred, son of Aethelwulf, before all these witnesses here gathered, take this woman, Elswith, as your lawful wife.
I do.
And you, Elswith.
I do.
Liar!
In nomine Patri, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Who's that guy?
I now pronounce you man and wife.
Is she pregnant? Like, why are you staring at me? Stop!
Bjorn even felt him.
Yeah.
Bjorn Ironside. Yeah? You and I have much in common.
Oh.
We share the same father.
Oh,
Oh!
shit! Is that Magnus?
My name is Magnus.
Oh!
I'm Ragnar's son by Queen Quinthrith. I grew up here on the royal estate with Alfred. After Ragnar was imprisoned here, I was expelled. I heard you were here. My half-brothers. I had to see you.
Well, this is incredible.
You have no idea how happy this makes me.
Well, now, my brother, you are found.
I want to invite you to raid Wessex with me. We can enjoy the fruits of victory, and then we can make new plans.
New plans?
He's a good talker.
After we plunder Wessex, we'll return in triumph to Kattegat.
To share our spoils with its king?
No. We overthrow its king.
It's like, but then I'm still not anything.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok are the most famous people in all our world. And I am not sure that I wish to fight against them.
What is there in the name? In times to come, no one will remember Ragnar Lothbrok and his sons. They will be utterly forgotten. I can hardly remember his name even now.
We should always remember Ragnar Lothbrok, even if we only heard his name. And do you know why?
Because he's Ragnar
Because we're
Lothbrok.
all sons of Ragnar Lothbrok.
Damn right.
Oh.
I'm a son of Ragnar Lothbrok.
Is that like I am Negan?
Alfred is not safe, despite his courage. I'm almost certain he intended to replace Alfred with Ethelred. But whether Ethelred is part of the conspiracy or not, I've yet to discover.
You're on the right track, homie.
This fucking guy. Uh-huh.
There it is, confirmation.
I hated being a cripple. Always breaking my bones. The endless pain. And I asked myself, why did the gods hate me so much? And then Freydis explained something to me. She told me that being deformed was a sure sign of the gods' favor. That it marked me out as a very special person. It wasn't a badge of shame, after all, but a blessing. I realized something extraordinary, astonishing about himself. It is so obvious. I am not just descended from the gods. No, Ivar the Boneless is a god.
Okay.
And I am carrying his divine child.
I did the impossible. I am going to be a father. I am divine. And to celebrate, we will make a sacrifice. But it must be an important sacrifice. It must be someone that the gods will have heard of. Someone that all the people will have heard of.
Nah.
You don't know what you're saying, brother.
Are you kidding right now? The fucking look on his eye?
Wow, dude.
He's gonna sacrifice his own brother?
This woman has put this in his brain
Remember how
that he is a fucking god.
Remember I said, oh my god, she's so cute. Oh my god, like I love that they're, you know, together and that they're so happy. No, I take it all back.
She is got him wrapped around her finger.
Multiple times.
A divine child, really?
I will raid Wessex with you.
Good.
I will recognize you as king over York, and I will no longer feel bound to serve Ivar.
In which case you will come with me to overthrow him.
Show me your armory. Is that answer enough?
Look at King Harold pulling in the troops. He may not have his way like speaking to women, but other Viking soldier men, he could sway them.
So why don't you reveal yourself, your true identity to Alfred?
No, his father expelled me from the villa. Alfred never tried to find out what happened to me. If I was to reveal myself, I'm sure that they'd kill me. King Egbert and his family betrayed me as they betrayed our father.
Oh, I don't think he likes it. He calls him our father.
You're here to support King Alfred. Alfred is just as guilty as his father and his grandfather for the death of our father.
He literally hates it when he says our father. Whoa. Are they really? No, they're not. They're not gonna kill Switzer. Whoa. Wow.
Bring on the sacrifice!
What in the hell?
I hate it when they do that.
Do you think that's really Vitzer?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they would have made it more obvious if it was him, but like having him in the hood almost like made me think like they swapped him out. Like they let him like sail away real fast or something.
Ivar is a problem without this whole belief of himself being a god. Now that he believes that he's a god, he is a real big problem.
She's really good at this.
Yeah. Which still leads me to like wonder if she's just a normal person. Because she is controlling him. She is manipulating. I know
she's
that,
just like Marguerite.
Yeah. I mean,
I want to be queen. I want to be queen right now.
Like he is so manipulated and just she got him to believe that the child was divine. They have a divine pregnancy. Just like, what, dude?
No.
So like this is a whole nother level of manipulation.
I agree.
Like she is getting everything she wants.
And then some.
She had the dude eliminated, so that's out of like that. She doesn't have to worry about him.
No, yeah, he can never come and be like, by the way, like that's my kid.
But if Ivar is seriously, and I don't think that's his brother either. I think they put the hood on to leave us with suspense going into the next episode. But just the idea that like Ivar is even willing to consider that.
Well, I mean, he's fucking nuts.
Well, like whoever it is, if it is Vitzer, whoever is under that hood, the seer is getting real uncomfortable.
So maybe it is Vitzer.
Maybe they want to make it a surprise to the entire community. I mean, that shit would be insane. He's going to sacrifice the son of Ragnar at Kattegat in front of everybody.
That's nuts.
Because Ivar is nuts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've established this.
Yeah, I mean, he is an absolute psychopath. But I'm going to continue to say how interested I am by him.
Oh my god, yes. I mean, I do like they're perfect for each other. Like, it's so weird to watch and be like, yep, they belong together.
But just like, he's not boring. He's a complete psycho, undeniable. But like his character and just the development and the story that they're telling with him is so interesting. Like, because he's unlike anything we've seen in this show to this point. The fact that she has been able to tell him that his deformity and him being a cripple is all a sign that the gods favor you. They separated you from everyone else. It's like, wow.
You're crazy.
You are good.
Yeah.
Watch out for her. She can manipulate whatever she wants. Like, dang. And she, like, the way she talks and like she is really good at like picking the right words and saying it with the right tones, and like she knows exactly what she's doing.
Yes.
Dang.
What else?
I mean,
Ubbe
and
Torvi.
Ubbe and Torvi were baptized. They both don't feel any different.
I was gonna say, and I don't like it when they take off their arm rings.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least Ubbe didn't like toss it.
Yeah, he decided to put it away. He's gonna just tuck it in his boot for later, because he's not gonna fully renounce his God and his religion.
No, I don't. I mean, yeah.
You do, like, again, I know that's a really touchy subject, but like in that scenario, you kind of just feels like you got to do what you got to do to like get by and like survive.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's all what's in your heart.
Right, and like despite like everyone there not agreeing with Alfred's decision to baptize them, like there was nothing Alfred was like, everything he said in that moment was wrong to those people. They weren't supporting anything that he was saying.
He's like, and by the way, I'm getting married.
And there was like one guy just like,
woo,
cool.
In the back, woo.
Like he's in a really tough, like the fact that he's still kind of, even though he's kind of doubting himself behind the scenes, the fact that he could still put himself in front of all those people and speak with confidence and with, you know, with a little bit of power, like, that's a really hard thing to do. Like, especially when everything comes out of your mouth and everyone just screams at you, like, no! It's like, dude, chill. Fine, I'll just leave, okay?
It's like being a mom. This is what we're having for dinner. No? Okay. Tough.
But, like, I still commend Alfred for the way that he is trying to lead the best way that he can.
Yes.
Like, I really like him. I like him in this position. I think he's doing a really good job considering the horrible circumstances that he's dealing with.
Yeah.
We got confirmation that his own brother is, like, meeting to betray him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that really sucks. And
that he wants to marry Cuthred's daughter?
Yeah. That was... Before he walked into that meeting room, I felt like that was the confirmation that, like, all right, some kind of alliance was created.
Do you think Judith knows now?
The way she was talking to him, I got a sense of something.
Like when he said, yeah, Cuthred's daughter, and she was just like, wait.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Judith is on this. Like, she obviously holds Alfred up on a pedestal and, like, views him as this special being, just like Eckbert did. But she kind of threw me off in that conversation with Aethelred. So, like, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of thrown off by that, to be honest. But I wouldn't put it...
Maybe she thinks that there's something up. Maybe she doesn't.
I wouldn't put it past her to side with whatever she believes is the strongest position, regardless of what her feelings of Alfred are. Like, I don't know. And I think that is with Alfred. Like, because Alfred now has Heahmund on his side, protecting him.
Yeah.
He's investigating. He's looking into it. He mentioned Aethelred's name, so he's kind of on the right track there. So we'll see where that goes. And then just whatever happens with Floki. Like, is he responsible for her death? He was kind of sitting on that cliff looking at the water, just kind of like he was up, like, either, like...
I really don't feel like this
observing something.
Yeah, but I really don't feel like this community can take another hit.
Especially like that.
Yeah.
Not good. No. So we're hoping for the best for Floki because we really like him. We're feeling for him, and we want him to do good. So, do you have any other thoughts? All right, y'all. Leave some comments down below. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. And we'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.